Hello, my dear fellow co-traveler. I'm exploring today the floor and I had no idea that I am standing on a bridge. So welcome back to day number 22, which is apparently on a bridge. Now everything is on a bridge, but I didn't even know. So let's see what else we have. That is a quite interesting perspective what we got here. All right, so that's where we are located at. At a river. All right, so there's a river. Oh, there's a river into the lake. Okay. Change the way you look at things and the things you look at change, right? All right, my dear friends. Yes, this is day number 22. And so last time I left a little sad. And I know it's going to be sad again today. I know it. And I already have my tissue here just in case. Maybe get one too. It's gonna get a little sad, but it's okay. Life is I embrace every emotion. I think everything is beautiful, and even more so the tears. I think that is the most amazing one if one can share that with someone else, because that's a very apparently considered vulnerable emotion. Which, even though at the end of the day it's all the same, it's just one way of releasing certain energies out of the system. So I guess also as an actress, maybe I am more used to do that and I don't feel intimidated by it, but I've actually never really, maybe I have, I'm not sure anymore. But anyway, I don't feel intimidated by it, so I hope, let it out. And you too, whenever it's coming out with you, let it out. Embrace those emotions because they're great. They're here for a reason. And we have been brought up by so many stigmas and things. And I don't know. I just like to do my own interpretation to it that enhances my life. And I hope that you can find your own practice with that, what that means for you, for your life experience. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna place myself into my lovely seat on the bridge, yes, all right, so let's get situated. And let's find out what this email did to little Linda. That's a very important day today. And so all right, let's go. Are you ready? I am. Let's go get this out of the way, all right? Okay. Well, and this unexpected and with special effects packed content with no doubt revealed itself to successfully have added the last few needed drops to cause my already unsteady and low vibrating mental well-being glass to instantly spill over. Crash, boom, splash. There you go. Push it. Push it real good. Yes, my lovely co-traveler. Enough was enough once again, and this time for real. Those rather painful resonating vocabulary choices, including the additional announced 90 Linda wartenweiler skills proof, sitting and waiting around opportunity days, then for some reason right away led my soul on this very unique June 21st, 2013 solstice day to believe that my desired request got denied. Which shocking update therefore meant that I just successfully called in my first and most important big time failure ever, plus the end of all little Linda's many unlived head cinema dream creations at hand. Poof. And once again, my entire the ultimate childhood dream vision bubble found itself popping in its loudest notes possible right in front of my eyes, and this time its loss felt more than real. Goodbye. Farewell. Oh my God. Yes, and deep down in my heart, my soul instantly knew that the concerned universe, with this gesture, urgently aimed for my stubborn self to stop practicing what I kept on insisting in, and therefore I finally allowed myself to acknowledge that I, one, effectively jeopardized little Linda's entire precious soul acting dream career, with my choices of, two, caring for other souls' wants, needs, desires, and dreams more than for my own, which cause and effect truth nevertheless ended up resulting from this meanwhile 3 unfitting US-Swiss Linda version transformation source at hand. All or nothing push. And therefore, I finally succeeded to nudge my own self over the unthought of edge, which newly called in key reality shift as its rewarding gesture allowed for my own caterpillar to witness how my entire inner world collapsed within one loud slam, and how this inner occurring earthquake experience simultaneously blew away all my many within these almost 4 little Linda decades created hopes and dreams, including all my whatever energy and willpower resources there were left. Swish. Game over, congratulations. Then as soon as I found myself able to switch my focus back to my vessel's outer placed surrounding, I furthermore came to witness how my soul as a next step found herself entering into a completely changed living on earth game awareness experience, which unexpected transformation suddenly let every appearing minute melt into a heavy, never-ending, and with salty teardrops filled journey. Oh my, how on Mother's Heaven's earth was I supposed to survive this long work day ahead as professional and put together as possible? Oh boy. Well, somehow, alongside with my many developed acting skills, and with this into a thankfully slow, mutated shift at hand, my soul made it work, and therefore tremendously felt relieved once this with challenges filled industrial task found its bittersweet end. Then as soon as my quite exhausted vessel, including suffering soul, found themselves equipped with my sunglasses, able to exit its Graham station on the L train, my all-time reliable feet finally found themselves able to drag us towards our sweet home base on Monitor Street, where my soul furthermore suddenly felt the urge to spend some much-needed alone time in the nearby located McGolrick Park. Oh yes, nature. Please make me feel better. As soon as my autopilot had me stop at a peaceful and with many trees surrounded wooden bench area set close by the there in 1923 placed Angel of Peace statue, I finally found myself enabled to let go and to fully surrender to whatever was boiling itself together within, and that was when I came to realize that at this point of my many living on earth game created adventures, truly nothing mattered anymore. That was it. Great job, Linda. Well done. Boom. And out of nowhere, suddenly everything turned pitch black, whilst my lovely head voice kept on narrating this most vulnerable experience ever of mine by ongrowingly reminding me about my thus far biggest produced failure, and that I just officially wasted 7 years out of my precious granted living on earth game journey, including all the for it invested time, money, health, energy, and effort resources towards little Linda's priceless and never returning childhood acting dream. Truly well done, champ. And this reality update therefore right away let everything that I very hard and diligently kept on working for disappear within another big bang by replacing my further head cinema creation with a vision of experiencing my own vessel embarking into an airplane which transported it straight back home to Switzerland as part of its, for this bravely in 2006 entered Don't Dream Your Life, Live Your Dream, Acting, Uncertainty, Complete Life Change Chosen Pandora Wombbox Path Wrapping Up gesture. Bye-bye. And yup, Linda Wartenweiler will be returning as the predicted failure, which truth factor therefore will prove that all those existing naysayers, including my lovely Miss Fear friend, ended up being spot on all along. Who would have thought, right? Oof, shame on me. How embarrassing this truth simply made my soul feel. Ouch. Oh well, what can you do? Over is over. that is it then. Bye-bye, America. Bye-bye, my childhood dream. It was a pleasure meeting you all. You will be missed. See you hopefully in another Living on Earth game ride. Take care for now, sniff. And right in this particular appearing instant, my soul for the very first time came in touch with the true understanding as of why my father decided to put an end on his own Living on Earth game experience, and this based on the reason as his soul as well ended up losing everything that he cared for in one big slap. Yup. The older that my little Linda vessel grew, the more my soul therefore simultaneously also came to learn about my father's many, over his 3 Living on Earth game decades, accumulated inner existing dragon friends, which important facts therefore ungrowingly granted my own connecting journey with the awareness understanding that his own true little self from quite early on, as part of his experiences, decided to befriend a lower vibrating reality perception as his comfort zone choice. Oh no. Yup. And those darker vibrating energy choices certainly very much so found themselves getting enhanced on this particular day, during which his shattered soul, under a mixture of a couple of beers and his prescribed depression medication, decided to set an end to all of our 3, including to our cat's journey. And help! Thankfully, my strong and Karate Kid skilled mother instantly succeeded to free herself under his first choking attempt, and to furthermore storm with little Linda's vessel under her arms right out of our Amrisville home sweet home base, whilst my soul apparently very clearly after his voiced curiosity if we would return, assured that he would never ever see us again, ever. Well, and sadly those words manifested themselves into an instant "thy wish is my command" reality truth, as his soul very likely found itself at its wit's end with his ongrowing, unhealthy choices in count. Sigh. On the following day, my brave mother, whom I meanwhile also perceive as my savior and as another heroess of mine, found my beloved father's vessel during her mission of getting some clothes for the both of ours out of our home, gassed in our garage. Yes, and this quite shocking discovery second, my childhood friend Marco actually recalls having witnessed during one of his outdoors created wild and free adventures, and this in the form of a scream from afar. Oh boy, what a life-changing and deep soul-marking shift this probably rather disturbing awareness check must have left on my mother's further inner and outer reality perception, sniff, and therefore all my love and blessings to them both, even more so, always. Yes, and as tragic as this story might be sounding, this is what happened, and everything simply remains perfect the way things are, as everything keeps on happening for a reason or 2 or 3 or even more. That's right. And this rather powerful Doing Me project that you happen to be holding within your own palms right now, my lovely co-traveler, certainly assisted my entire understanding of it all, even more so. Yup, and thank you. Now, as I found my own self in the midst of this quite unexpected and brief granted standing within my father's shoes experience at hand, my soul very much so developed a lot of sympathy for his own overall inner created universe, and this cause and effect entered existence. Exercise then furthermore led little Linda to remind my own self that his loving soul all along kept on tirelessly traveling alongside of my many countless Living on Earth game created adventures, moment to moment, step by step, and that he actually happened to be floating right here next to my left-hand side now. Wow, that's right. And this awareness truth, therefore, straightaway propelled my true little self to share with our Father that I absolutely found myself understanding what he went through, and that I forgave him with all of my heart and soul. Well, and this unexpected and rather magical occurred reconnecting connection with my beloved unseen parent indeed turned out to be a very soothing experience for my soul, including for little Linda. Love. Then another few breaths later, I suddenly came to notice a different, much lighter, warmer, brighter, and very encouraging sounding voice within myself, which appearance right away triggered my Gemini's curiosity to shift its attention towards its eye-opening. Dear Linda, please listen to me. Yes, it might seem that you messed up, but know that your dreams and time are not vanished or wasted at all. Remember, your immigration officer only asked for more evidence, and that's it. There still is a 50% chance for your visa to get approved. But here is the deal. You must start making up your mind about where you would like to head from here on. Do you really want to keep on neglecting yourself, or would you finally consider a drastic change for your own higher good? Is your concern about others and all those many distractions truly worth the cost of your own unlived wants, needs, desires, and dreams? Or would you rather like to jump back on track again on your own personal interpreted well-being journey? You have just given an opportunity in order to start taking many healthy action steps towards your own fading inner truth and happiness. Think about it. The choice is yours. Delivered message. Boom and wow. This rather powerful parenting delivered abracadabra dialogue definitely succeeded in igniting a tiny flame within my overall experienced emptiness, just as I remembered it happening at the almost very end of the Never-Ending Story movie, which reality check therefore instantly triggered my own slumbering inner Atreyu warrioress to jump right aboard into this newly appeared bright light on the horizon by knowing exactly what needed to be done starting the following morning. Danke, Papi. Equipped with this additional collected living on Earth game life toolbox ingredient experience within my backpack, I then eagerly made my way back into my Monitor Street based bedroom, where I, as a next action step, fully allowed for my soul to grieve and to release many of these throughout this rather intense boot camp chapter years accumulated energies, so that I would be finding myself ready to enter into this just accepted, adjusting, healing, and rebuilding journey as cleansed, free, and refreshed as possible. Oh yeah, let's get ready to rock and roll. Woo! Get up, my darling, and get your dreaming before your chance is over. As soon as the lovely sun, a couple of hours later, welcomed my soul with one of its soothing kissing sessions back into a fresh new day, my strong-willed and with lots of hope-filled vessel thankfully found itself immediately ready, steady to jump out of bed as well, eager to get this recommended fixing chapter journey rolling ASAP, which newly taken on stepping stone attitude approach with no doubt from the get-go very much so ungrowingly got approved by the magical universe. Yay! The to me probably most significant and encouraging supporting gesture actually already ended up occurring within the time span of the first 2 hours during my next Monterone Industria shift 4 days later. Wow, that's swift! Yup, that's swift. Smile. As I found myself well equipped with my new mindset and with my beloved red-eye savior setting up the coffee bar with all the needed supplies, including snacks, a very friendly producer woman from 2 rented out studios on my floor all of a sudden interrupted my flow, requesting for me to please have all the many snacks removed from the counter for the day, as Heidi apparently happens to try to keep her kids away from them as much as possible. Sure, thy will is my command. Now, whilst I put the soul's request into action, my inner voice simultaneously, for some reason, kept on repeating this Heidi word over and over, which, as a first reaction thought, of course, immediately triggered my beloved mother's face onto my head cinema screen before it hit me. Wait a minute. Heidi? Did she mean Heidi Klum? What? Holy moly, no freaking way. Almost blown away by this quite interesting reality discovery, my soul therefore right away felt the extreme urge to get this assumption cleared by this friendly producer woman, and truly found myself thereafter completely baffled about her confirmation, including the timing of this universal exactly now delivered coincidence attraction truth. Wow! Up until this very now moment, I actually completely forgot that Heidi herself ended up inspiring and encouraging little Linda with her own The Other Planet dream-catching created story the second that she handed in her notice in January 2006. Ha! That's right. This is how Heidi's helping hand found its way into my awareness. Parallel to the wonderful inspiration of my Nena's many through her lyrics and through her magical soul's spread wisdom, I, in addition, of course, ungrowingly, also kept on listening to my own inner supportive heart voice guidance, which action choices therefore one day led me to bump into Heidi's then still quite new, captivating, bright green covered modeling career book with the enticing German title Natürlich erfolgreich, naturally successful, or Heidi Klum's Body of Knowledge in its English edition in a bookstore in Constance. Now, as Heidi and the top German cable TV channel PROjECT during that time frame decided to launch the first episode of Germany's Next Top Model on January 25th, 2006, she for that reason even more so awoke little Linda's interest, as her vessel after all happens to contain a fellow Gemini started out soul with a similar birth origin, including year, who as a matter of fact truly made it in a related entertainment genre on this The Other Planet formation. Wow, congrats! Well, and as those timely, well-delivered facts of her vessels showing up seemed to have been enough reason for my own soul to also start taking a closer look onto Heidi's Living on Earth game path creations during little Linda's Big Apple preparation journey, I therefore quickly decided on that day in Constance to add this auspicious book into my overall preparation repertory. Perfect, let's go. Within a short amount of time, I then successfully ended up indulging this entire newly discovered life toolbox ingredient treasure, and as a result found my soul for one even more so aligned with little Linda's chosen acting uncertainty complete life change path, and additionally quite inspired by one, Heidi shared modeling success stories, by two, her soul's uplifting, fun, and positive appearing energy, and lastly three, by all her interesting sounding advices. My favorite definitely remains the one in which the top model uses a stone-filled bracelet as a reference tool for one's success road to walk upon, meaning that Heidi happily shared how she perceives each piece as a one step at a time stepping stone approach reminder upon every soul set dream catching and desire fulfillment quest, for which she furthermore underlined the importance of a diligent, one by one, step by step, following through strategy, excluding any cheating or skipping attempts. Boom, way to go. And as this advice immediately found itself resonating with my own soul within a snap, I therefore right away took it to my heart and still remind myself of its truth whenever needed. Yep, thank you, Heidi. Well, and this gratitude expression has us right away jump onto it, to me, in 2006, meanwhile, as rather mind-blowing, interpreted "Thy wish is my command," uttered coincidence desire. Ha! As Heidi's book unexpectedly turned out to be another important inspirational tool choice for my own Don't Dream Your Life, Live Your Dream Adventure creations, I for that reason caught little Linda at some point strongly stating, as she already prior did about Nana's kind support, that one day in the future, my Linda wartenweiler vessel would be granted with the opportunity to thank both Germanic considered souls in person for their unconscious kind help, guidance, and inspiration. Boom. And so this almost forgotten first request and opportunity found itself arising right in front of my eyes exactly 4 days after my big inner shift, was 7.5 years after its sent out order. Pwah! What? The universe. Ask and you shall receive at its perfect time. Wow, and thank you. So the second that my head cinema successfully projected this entire Heidi storyline back into my awareness, it furthermore dawned on me that our two vessels actually even found themselves about to spend all day quite close to one another's. LOL. And yes, this realization check therefore instantly caused myself to laugh out loud, which further led me to thank the amazing universe for this incredibly well-timed dream come true materialization opportunity, including for its soothing "All is good, all is well. You are doing wonderfully well, Linda. Woot woot." Attached approval message delivery upon this newly entered, adjusting, healing, rebuilding journey of mine. Love. Then about 2 hours later, while I still found myself quite busy trying to grasp everything that was happening within and around me, since this quite special past Friday triggered Monterone Industria experience, my in 2006 foreseen moment decided to begin its opening act by having Heidi's vessel suddenly appear out of one studio and to, as a next step, have it directly aimed towards my coffee bar. Oh no, help! Anybody? Her stepping closer moves that definitely threw me right into quite a nervous state of mind awareness check, and quickly I therefore caught myself trying to figure out the game plan of how to make the best use of this unexpected chance, if even. Oh boy. And there she already was, by also bringing along a newly created truth or dare exercise, which situation with no doubt immediately reminded little Linda once again of her back then Gwen Stefani entered spectacle. Boom! As soon as this supermodel's vessel found itself placed right in front of mine, her soul then quickly expressed her latte desire, which caused mine to react with a "Mit welcher Milch denn?" What kind of milk? Ice-breaking response. Somewhat surprised about my Germanic-sounding origin, Heidi, as a next step, updated me with a smile about her preference, and off my vessel therefore quickly escaped with my just given task at hand, including with my still ongoing inner battle of what to do. Oof. Then once the end product found itself all hot and fresh sitting within my palms, my soul knew that the now or never moment just arose in front of my eyes as well, and that I had to do it. Okay then, help. After the intake of a deep breath, and whilst I simultaneously also kept myself busy gathering all my available courage, little Linda then bravely went ahead and nervously began to express everything that she back then intended to share, including her gratitude towards Heidi's wonderful bracelet advice. Splash! And out it was. Hooray! Mission I am possible completed. Oof! Whew! Heidi's soul then happily thanked mine for everything before her vessel quickly disappeared to where it just came from a few minutes earlier. By leaving my awareness with the quite unthought of ticking this living on earth game goal task off, from little Linda's must-do to-do list gesture, and with an enhanced inspirational confirmation flow in continuing my chosen approaches ongrowingly upon this just entered, taking very good care of myself mission at hand. Dankeschön. Thy will is my command. In regards of my current visa situation, I meanwhile heavy-hearted came to decide to follow through with my lawyer's advice of fully taking advantage of those additional 90 granted stronger Linda wartenweiler skills evidence collection days at offer, which reality check as far as of my overall until 2016 set childhood acting dream goals meant to mercilessly melt away for another at least 4 or 5 months. Best case scenario. OMG. After I gave this quite catastrophic waiting and sitting around presented outlook some deeper thought, I decided to give my positivity card its magical trial, and to therefore use this from the kind universe, just a new, in a way, forced, delivered abundance of time gifted hand, full on towards one, the healing and rebuilding necessity of my neglected self, and towards two, the adjusting action step of my somewhat messy created lifestyle choices. Oof, okay then. Might as well use this time wisely for once, right? Yup. And that was then when my inner voice strongly suggested for me to jumpstart this entire finding back home again journey from my very inner core, the heart center area, on outwards, by further letting me in that one, if my soul succeeded in getting to the source of what really kept on holding me back from my true unlived don't dream your life, live your dream reality experiences, that I therefore, as part of the next essential stepping stone at hand, graciously would be given the chance to allow myself to start making peace with whatever as uncomfortable perceived outcomes would be entering into my awareness, and that I then would be granted with the further opportunity to replace it all with a new and loving seed instead, if desired, which then additional into motion set cause and effect shifts eventually would provide my soul with another refreshing round of many new uplifting and exciting living on earth game adventure experiences in the form as Linda wartenweiler. Abracadabra. Then this loving voice continued explaining that if I decided to follow through with this quite powerful and patience required, the only person standing in your way is you, liberating game changer at hand, that the next vital step therefore would appear of utmost importance, which revealed itself as the top one responsibility for me to nurture and protect this newly planted treasure ongrowingly with lots of love, care, and respect, in order for it to be able to grow and expand and grow stronger by the day, just about as little Linda used to practice it with her acting, uncertainty, complete life change, hobby desired, dream seed, and replenish my entire vessel, this time around with little Linda's beloved, never-ending love and light stream comfort zone experience, so that I eventually would be finding myself swimming within an abundance puddle of love and light, which remains I then happily could be sharing with other soul travelers if desired. Boom. Then I suddenly came to witness how my head cinema production began its demonstrating run of how this within my heart-rooted seed developed itself ungrowingly into every available direction, all the way outside of my little Linda vehicle, by eventually presenting itself as a gigantic, firm and deep-rooted oak tree made out of many strong branches and filled with numerous dark green leaves. Wow. And as my soul by then found herself more than sold by this just exposed game changer proposal at hand, I therefore happily and inspired decided to follow through with this lovely given advice, which keeps me to this very day 111% grateful that I eventually did, my dear fellow co-traveler. Oh yeah, indeed. Very big smile. Once, that's it. Oh, that's it. Very big smile. Yes, yeah, let's have a very big smile here. Yes, that's what happens. And that's the rock bottom and experience. And I want to tell you that's exactly what happens. You have a rock bottom experience, something that is uncomfortable, that you think is the darkest day of your life. I came to experience, and I read it or heard it from many other souls out there, that actually that is the beginning of something new and beautiful, because everything, your walls broke down, your masks broke down, like everything broke down. And so therefore, it's your opportunity to keep on moving forward with recreating. No, we don't want to recreate. We want to create or let go anything that no longer serves your life purpose and no longer serves you at all, by recreating what yourself with what actually serves you more, and letting go just of all that what just helped you to break down, which is beautiful because it's gone now and there's no way back. There's never a way back anyway. So I don't know if you saw the Never Ending Story, but there's this beautiful scene towards the end, and where everything is pitch black, and then there's this little light, the seed from Fantasia that grows into something. But there's something we go into as well while we are traveling on my never-ending story. And yes, but it's all good. As dark it is, as amazing it is, because that's the biggest change and challenge on everyone's life path, to just change things, because apparently it's not serving you anymore, right? Yeah, so that's it. It was not as sad as I thought. The preparation was sadder. That's good. But that's also part of the exercise. Letting go officially aloud with everyone out there what is no serving me, particularly me on my journey here with you, and by reading this book aloud. And yes, definitely has been great to share this moment with you. It's all good. Okay, so we let go by letting it officially out and not just keeping it inside, because that makes you sick one way or another. Keeping inside all your emotions and whatever you don't let out. All right, so that's it. Oh yes, and about the bridge, I wanted to say that I had this other thing coming in. So the bridge is actually also a cool thing, that we're standing here on a bridge because we're walking actually from one reality into the next. And when we're at the very end of my book, it actually makes even more so sense, because I speak something about that. And so it's fantastic. The universe always looks out. I didn't even know until today that we're standing on a bridge, and with a lovely river, lake, lovely river, beautiful. Yes, so it's all good. All right, my friends, that was it, day number 22, and now we're actually on a new pathway, because I just broke down, and now let's see what happens, because the magic starts happening now. With some bumpers here and there, but it's all good. Okay, Linda, that's it. Enough is enough. Okay, all right, my friends, I really appreciate you so much. Thank you for have followed me so far, for your amazing support, and for being you, and for doing you, and just for sharing the love out there for everyone. All right, so you take care. Thank you so much. All right, woo, bye.